is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to downtown Minneapolis and Huntington Bank Stadium, the home field of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Golden Gophers will kick this deep to start us off. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year. Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. That's a nice tackle here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pass complete on a crossing route. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. 1st down to the 27. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, Chris, this was my big fear for this offense coming into this game. And here we see it on the opening drive. Taking a chance, trying to make a play, but you can't do that against these guys. One of the top pass defenses in the country.
Aggressive call on the opening play. And the ball is picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a quick grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch. to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, you got to be thinking, hey, we got him right now. And they dial up the blitz, get after him, and come up with a sack.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Breaking free at midfield. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Now it's second down here. To the air. It's Cole. Grabbed by the receiver. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Critical third down play for this offense right here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Ball handed off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Slides the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So, Kirk, we reach the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Close to the tight end. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Cole. Grab near the sticks. It's Brooks. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. He'll toss it to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
But I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Well, when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made in space. Look out. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
It's a draw play. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Now the back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled, but first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you could tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he almost did.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back. It's Cole. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Second down after that previous play. Escapes the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Wow, really good read here by this quarterback, and I love the call on the RPO. Now they got a shot here on third down. It's much more manageable than the hole that they had dug for themselves. Curious to see if they stay on the ground or they're going to go through the air. They have the option to do either.
On the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he didn't get much, but you know what? He got just enough that he needed to get the first down. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape just enough to be able to get to the sideline to get out of bounds and picked up that first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Tight end goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's Cole. Good pass to the flat to the receiver. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Golden Gophers looking to cash in the red zone. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The shotgun running play call. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He got it. The field goal's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Quick completion to the tight end. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going, or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the 1st down.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Cole. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Oh, what a grab! They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a receiver. The short completion of the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks free. Gets the first and still running. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the shotgun, drops back. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
So second down after the incompletion. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. A great catch and run for 6.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To the air. It's Cole. On the move, looking deep down the right side.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Caught near the sticks. It's Brooks. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Running back with the football. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And now the try for 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The 2-point try is successful, down to a single-digit lead now, 9-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. And he finds the running back in the flat. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Short connection to the tight end here. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now, and he will be stuffed for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Throwing off play action. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, it's still a 9-point lead.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Now rolling out to his left. And he slings it deep back to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Cole. Catch made on the left side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win.
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the flat by the running back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
And they've got the returner corralled. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to pass. It's Cole. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Here comes a handoff. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Golden Gophers will look to convert here on fourth down. Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. The 30. Inside the 20.
I'm surprised, Chris, they kept it on the ground, but boy, does it pay off. What a big-time run here. A field goal will win the game. Let's see if they try to get a little bit closer and work a little bit more clock.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. And now another kneel down to try to set up the game-winning field goal attempt. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He'll hand it off. Touchdown, Minnesota. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. That's good for a first down near the 40. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it on first down. The tight end has got it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. What a catch! That's a solid gain, moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Looking for a man. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to, can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go?
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a 2-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And this is caught. Smart call there to go for 2 and make it a 3-point game in the late stages. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield. It's Cole. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, at this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. On the move now. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.